if you're a recent graduate or you need to pivot, you need to gain some fast experience into a field that interests you. Maybe you're just, testing the waters to know whether this is going to be for you. I'm about to introduce you to a site that will help you get that quick experience all for free, and that is the forage.com. I used to use this site when I recently just graduated from school. On this site, you can have virtual internships with top brands, top companies, top banks, top consulting firms. You can intern with Citibank, JP Morgan, KPMG, Siemens, whatever, Deloitte, Essential, PwC, whatever ticks your fancy, really, it's available here. And I've also noticed recently that, they've, improved it. On this site now, you can also see jobs. You can also see maybe conferences that you can attend. You can also see whether some of these companies are taking for students for summer internships. A lot of opportunities are available here. So I'm going to just show you how to, set up an account here and begin to gain that experience that you so need desperately, right? So the first thing, of course, is to go to the forage.com, TheForage.com, and you would sign up for a free account. Now, I don't want to use my old account, so I'll just sign up with an email right here. All you have to do after you input your email address, so you come to, just brings you right here, and all you have to do is put your name, put your last name, um, and I'm just using some random stuff here. So if Naendalin, whatever, and then you create a password, right? And choose a date of birth and the schools, right? Just Covenant University, and that I graduated in August last year, of course. I think there's only one true fact on this page, which is my first name. But yeah, you just click and go to the next page. I just really want to show you how it is from the scratch so I can save this because I'll definitely not remember it. So it just wants to have some, so I can say, okay, I have a bachelor's degree, or I can say I don't even have a formal education, whatever. So let's say I just have secondary education. Oh, but I just chose Covenant University. So, I mean, let's make it make sense. So, bachelor's, undergraduate, and I can say maybe I studied something in, let's make this a bit true, engineering, because that's what I did. And they can say that, let's choose a first class, because I mean, even if I didn't get a first class in school, I have to get it here. So, I mean, you can see that this is not required. So it's saying you can leave it blank if you choose to. So maybe let's leave this blank. Add the second email address as option. So let's go to the next page. I just really want to gather details to see what it can recommend for you. So now we want to know where you are eligible to work. So maybe you're in the United States, UK, and Ireland, or Nigeria. So we're going to be patriotic or Ghana, wherever you are in the world. So it really wants to tailor what suggestions it's giving you and what opportunities it's presenting to you. That's really why all of this is necessary. So will you require a visa, blah, blah, blah. So let's just choose one thing here. So we will choose consulting. Okay, you can choose more than one. Let's say lower. Let's say product management, let's say marketing. Since I want to do a lot, so I'm going to choose a lot so that we can have a lot to go through. Accounting advisory, data analytics, design, um, okay, banking and finance, whatever, AI, let's just say. And if they want to ask you, how do you hear about us? It's optional. You can choose my YouTube channel, whatever. So which of these companies interest you? So they've selected based on everything we've said we want and we like. They've chosen all of these companies. right? So they're going to, um, give us, show us opportunities around this company. So let's just see. And finally, you're ready to be discovered. Yes, I'm ready. What your dashboard looks like. So before I dive into the job simulations, I'll just quickly show you what I meant by the jobs that are available. Now we know we've chosen quite a number of things. So you can come here and you choose the type of opportunity you want. You can say job, right? Now I don't want to limit it to Nigeria because I not see a lot. But peradventure you have the opportunity to do some, to be able to I know that usually some of these summer internship jobs, you usually sponsor people um, out of the country, but I know there's been a lot of changes with immigration coming up here and there, so those might be affected. But the first things first, just you know, open it up, see what it's going to take. So this is Citibank investment banking summer analyst in Canada. So you can just look at what they're asking for the closing date instead of April. Look at all the requirements, see if you fit in. And never sell yourself short. You don't know whether your life can change from Forage. So let's now go back to job simulations, which is the OG Forage. So job simulations, based on all of those things that we selected, you can see MasterCard advisors and consulting services. So do you want to get experience in that? You can just select that. I want to see one that we can just use. Okay, maybe MasterCard will go. Come on. Okay, so this is up, right? So you can just look through. So why complete this is a risk-free way to experience working with us as MasterCard. Practice your skills with example tasks and build your confidence to ace applications. So, sometimes you come to a job interview and then they're asking you, they want to know whether you have the barest minimum. This is what this job simulation does for you. So basically, they ask like, oh, we've given you a job and we've brought you into this role. So this is the typical task that you would see in this role. So usually they have all these introductory kind of videos. They just tell you this is a typical task you will see. Okay, look at this, for instance, intro and scenario. So you meet your team members, you're stepping into a role as an associate consultant. At MasterCard, specifically in the Advisors and Consulting Services Division. Your role places you at the forefront of MasterCard's innovative test and learn methodology, where analytical strategic skills are paramount. You're part of the virtual global team, So they tell you what they expect from you and all of that, right? So if you want to get into it, you just click Start Free Program and they enroll you. Simple as that. So I just want to show you with this. So you just ask, how did you hear? I'm not really interested in all of this. Okay, it's compulsory. So how did you hear? Perhaps I can't see YouTube here, but you can choose any other thing. You can put other while you're enrolling, maybe because you've heard of them and you want to know more or you want to build your skills in this area. Do you have a good understanding of what you do? You can just say agree. Maybe you don't. You feel confident. You can say, okay, I'm just testing the waters. And based on what you currently know, are you likely to apply? You can just say I'm neutral. Doesn't really affect anything, but you can be more strategic about it because about your answers. You never know what it's gonna bring for you. Okay, so we are in. Now you have a job. So welcome to the Advisors and Consulting Services Job Simulation. Now we've read what your role is initially. So that's this is the introduction, program scenario. Then you come to your first task. They just tell you what you will learn, what you will do. So look at what you'll be doing. You are going to be, so let's start with what you learn. This is the skill you're going to gain. Fundamental principles of experimental design in a business context. and techniques to gather necessary data for test startup, blah, blah, blah. And then this is exactly the task that they expect you to do. So by the time you're going to this interview and say, oh, I know how to do this, that's the beauty of Forage. So you just basically get into your task. So you can click next. Sorry. This is not allowing me. I didn't do something. Okay. So we should have started. Okay. So this is your team. You see your name. But here is my name. If you're an associate consultant, they tell you what the role is about. And then you have a managing consultant and a marketing director that you'll be working with, Emily and Jordan. So you just go to the next, basically just brief you on the job. So you see project briefing from this looks like an email that your consultant would have sent you if you were actually on the job. So it says, dear team, we have an exciting opportunity to collaborate with Green Tree Outdoors, blah, blah, blah. Just go through it. What does the project require? Data analytics. Trust me, you will do all of these things like you actually have the job. That is how amazing Forage is. So, I mean, you start your quiz, your answer. So you just basically follow them. There's one more thing that I want to show you. So and that's how to use I don't know if it's going to show here, but Forage basically tells you how you can add this to your resume, right? All the things that you've done. It tells you how you can add it to your resume, and maybe I'll drop a couple of screenshots from my own actual page, but it tells you how you can add it to your resume. It basically even gives you a post that you can put in your resume in LinkedIn, and how you can also use this experience practically in an actual job interview. So those are all of the things that Forage will show you. So let's just look at. So I want to show just what other things that are available. So you can see consumer retail. We see things in law, UIX. We're selecting everything. You can see land surveying, market sales, AI in action, pharmacy technician. Almost everything. I don't just want to put a cap on it, but you saw commercial law, UK commercial law, engineering, US commercial law, everything. I said everything again, but you get the point. This allows you to practice. When I first started out, I started out with Accenture, did case projects with Accenture and KPMG. Trust me, those things, I learned to do presentations for my room just on Forage, because they basically guide you and you have to get the answers right. You don't just submit wrong answers. So it's drilling you. It's not like, you just walk through it and all of that. So that's really, if you're interested in product management, this electronic arts give you a shot at working as a product manager for a game company. See disputes resolution. You can even see how to build your personal brand. So Forage is really a good mind, and I would always recommend it to everybody. So if you've watched till this point, why not go and sign up on Forage immediately? But one other thing that you're supposed to do is to click the subscribe button, like this video, and share it with someone that matters to you, that their growth matters to you. I'll see you on the next one. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.